A visit to Manatee Historical Park takes you back to pioneer days here on the Suncoast. You step into homes and schools and churches and stores that stood in Manatee Village more than 100 years ago. And you see how folks lived back then. And admission is free. Tuesdays during July features hands-on history hour. And joining us are Catherine Rowling, the special events coordinator at Manatee Historical Village, and Melissa Porter, the education and volunteer coordinator. Welcome, guys. I usually come visit you. It's great to have you come visit us today. Tell us what Manatee Village is for people that haven't been there.
It's a collection of historical buildings and museum exhibits. So in the Wiggins General Store, we have exhibits on Manatee County's cattle industry and ranching. We talk a lot about cow hunters, which were also called crackers. They were known as crackers for the sound of their whip as they rounded up cattle. That's a huge part of Manatee County's history. We also have an exhibit right now. It'll be up until January 2019 on women's history in Florida with spotlights on Manatee County, and it looks at 1840 to 1918, so really getting into the progressive era and women's voting rights. And then we also have buildings like a courthouse, a schoolhouse, an 1887 church.
And activities coming up on Tuesdays in July. Tell us about those.
Yes, so we are going to have 5 themed Tuesdays where we will spend time talking about different aspects of pioneer history. Our first themed day will be pioneer food. Those will take place in Tuesdays in July. And our second theme will be a Civil War day. Our third theme will be a cow hunter day, as Catherine mentioned, a big part of Manatee County's history. Our fourth theme will be on pioneer toys and games, and then we will also have a blacksmithing day. So it's really aimed at families, children 6 and up, but siblings are welcome to attend. We just ask that people register ahead of time.
And you have to bring a parent and an adult along with you.
Absolutely, it's really meant for families to do this together.
Now you brought some of the things. Tell us about those down there. What are we looking at?
So down on this end, down on the floor, we have a butter churn. We also have up on the table a Civil War era cartridge box. This is something that the Civil War soldiers would have carried around with them. We have
That's pretty. That box is pretty
Yes.
intense. So what would have gone in
The
there?
beginning of the woman's purse of today, I bet.
Wow.
So you put your ammunition in there?
yes, your ammunition.
I didn't know you
and things
needed a
that go in.
merce for your ammunition.
I know. I could put a cell phone or two in there.
Exactly.
What is that?
This is called a mucket.
Oh, a mucket?
A mug and bucket combo.
Oh, love it.
They were clever, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
And then we have an actual Civil War cannonball. It's quite heavy.
That's a little ambitious there.
Knock it on the table. It's like some. Oh yeah. Well,
That is a real cannonball.
that'd do some damage.
Oh, I guess throwing it at somebody wouldn't really work, though.
No, we don't encourage that.
This is the computer of yesterday?
Yes, you could say that is a Victorian iPad. We have a quill and ink as well as an ink blotter. Children and families will be able to use our quill and ink sets on our Civil War Day, just like the soldiers would have written letters to home and from home to them. So that's what we have here. In a few minutes, we're going to have you all use your pioneer power to churn some butter.
Well, let's try that now.
Okay.
Tell us what. We saw the churn. This is without the churn.
Right, this is without the churn.
Okay, what are we doing?
So what you all have in these cups is heavy whipping cream. You can get it at any grocery store. You put just about a ½ an inch of whipping cream in a little plastic cup like this, and then you just shake.
And that's the only ingredient in butter is heavy whipping cream?
Yes.
I actually didn't know that.
Well, my mother used to churn butter, so she would put the milk straight from the cow in the churn, and out would come butter an hour or so later. I don't know if I'm getting the same effect.
I think mine.
We all have our own style. Look at this.
Yes. So some of these we did pre-churn for you because it takes a little while. So a few of you have whipped
let's see what we
cream
got.
or you have whipped butter.
Oh, you did it. Look at you. Oh, I can't wait to see.
She gets stuff done.
So
I'm so scared that Veronica did better than me.
Mine's not so much. Mine's a little more.
How'd I do?
You're still at whipped cream. So the final product actually looks like this.
Look at that.
Wait, it goes all the way into a ball?
Let's see.
It goes into a little
Oh, I got a long
Here,
way to
Let
go.
me hold that up a little bit so
Look
you
at
can
that.
see. Can you see that?
Oh, you are very talented.
So when we buy unsalted butter in the store, that is literally all it is.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wonderful. If you're willing to shake long enough.
I guess so.
Oh, well,
So we do have, if anyone wants to do a taste test, you're welcome to it.
Well, what about these? These are toys?
These are some of our old-fashioned toys that the families will have an opportunity to play with. We have a Jacob's ladder here.
Can I touch it?
Absolutely.
Oh.
These are all
I
replica
remember those.
items.
Do you have a muffin
Oh,
for our
look
side
at
of the
that.
table? Here you go. Would you like to
Absolutely.
split a muffin?
Sure.
And if you'd like any of the butter, you're welcome
Well,
to.
my butter's done.
This is
I
a little
remember
fish
these.
toss game. There's your ball
Oh, you're
and
supposed
cup.
to ring the fish.
So if you hold it from the other end, it's a little easier.
This end?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then
then
go.
you have to swing.
Oh.
You have to swing the fish.
This
and
was
try to
easier at
catch
Oh,
it.
this would keep my kids busy for hours.
was so ladylike.
That's not easy.
Oh, it is not. So the idea of a lot of Pioneer games is
dangerous.
to teach hand-eye coordination.
Yes.
Which apparently I'm lacking. Can I go back to video games?
It's very different from a lot of the games we play today, where the object is to be fast, sudden, strong, quick. A lot of their games involved being graceful or purposeful in your movements. It was about body control. It really was.
And the wardrobes were very attractive.
Oh,
But
yes.
I'll bet those ladies got really hot back then.
They did, but they were doing a lot of work outdoors, so this really would have protected their skin as well from the Florida heat. As we
But how would you
mentioned
even ever
earlier.
cool off? It's like you're wearing long sleeves and long skirts. It's 90 degrees, and then you don't have air conditioning to go into.
Butter.
Butter makes
Nice
it all
pat of
better.
butter.
You've got to find out how to do these things. They are so much fun, and it's a great way for the kids to learn about Florida history. The classes are free, but you do need to register. For more information and to sign up, go to their website, manateevillage.org.